Once you learn how to enjoy riding the Onewheel, it's never enough range. Here's my new Fender range extender battery. Let's see how it's made. What I have here is a 3D printed mold, which I just covered with some spray filler and with mold release PVA, and we are making a Fender range extender. Not gonna film this process because it's a mess, but yeah, you know how it goes. So this is what came out of the Fender range extender mold. It's made from basalt and some fiberglass and epoxy, of course. I need to sand it, make it nice so it will fit on the existing Fender, and then we're gonna install the batteries inside. As the battery now is 3P12S, I'm gonna add inside here 12S 2P, should be 12S 5P at the end, and since now I'm reaching about 30 kilometers, should get to 50. That's the plan. I need to sand those parts a bit more, because this shape should be already from the mold. Then we paint it and it's ready to assemble. Some more sanding and it almost fits now. In the meantime, I also repaired the fender I cracked in Sweden. So let's continue with the project. Applied some clear coat and this is how it looks. Quite a nice piece. Now we need to make a battery that fits inside here. This is how it's gonna be. It's gonna be a 12S 2P. It's not gonna be hard case this time because there's not much space, but I did print some separators like this, and yeah, let's assemble it in this shape. It turns out it's not that easy to keep the cells in such a shape, so I needed to create these ugly holders to keep them in place before I weld them. Of course they're gonna come off later. So let's start welding. Adding the isolation for the positive terminals. Second layer of nickel strip just to make it even better. I put some silicone in between the cells. I'm gonna leave it with the wooden support till tomorrow to cure, and then we'll continue. Okay, all welded up. Now I'm gonna be able to remove these ugly sticks and hopefully the pack will hold its shape. So I decided I'm not happy with the product I made. It needs improvement. This is how it's gonna go. I sanded this part and I applied mold release on this part so it won't stick here. I'm gonna shape it like this, and then we'll add screws also here, the same I did on those sides. And this way I think it's gonna be way better and way more sealed against water. This is the improved battery housing. Hopefully it goes away from the fender. One crack and the other. Let's sand it and see what we got. So after a lot of sanding and painting and applying the clear coat, Here's the repaired fender. I installed some anchor nuts on the edge that you can see inside. And here's the edge I was working on. Came out quite nicely. Now let's see what we have inside. Battery is already connected. I put a shrink tube over it. Here's the BMS, the fuse. I'm only missing the main cable to the board now. Let's do that. I just used my charge port to connect it to the board. I know it's not the best option because the cable is sticking out. I didn't want to make another hole in the board for another connector separately for this. So this is how it's gonna be for now. Maybe I'll change this later. But this way I can easily take the range extender down and plug it into my other board or do whatever I want. The only thing that needs improvement right now is the Velcro holding it in place. It's a bit old, I need to change it. Maybe also add some screws, I'll see about that. I think it's not necessary. I did a few rides over 40 kilometers already. One was 42, one was 46. I bet I can get to 50. So next time we'll test the maximum range of it. 50 should be okay, but definitely not enough. Because it's just never enough. But it's way better than the standard 30 kilometer I had. I wanted the range extender to have its own BMS, its own fuse. The charge port I used has 4 pins, so different ones are used for charging and for a range extender. That's basically it. I will include the files for the mold in the description, and if you want it, just make it. The files for my Fender are already on Thingiverse, so feel free to use them. What's good about having the 5 parallel configuration is way less sag. So going uphill, you can go faster, even if the battery is not full. No problem at all. I mean, I had no problem at all even before, but now it's even better. So it's not only the range that's better, but it's the total performance that's also better this way. And it's easily removable, so you really have unlimited options what to do with it. Thanks for watching and see you next time.